Last night I saw a superhero. He was black. He said, "This is for the streets. Black Lightning is back." Ah! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hey, we're back. We're talking about Black Lightning season finale. Yo, I'm pumped, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Shadow of Death, the Book of War. Black Lightning, Season 1, Episode number 13. 10 out of 10 stars, man. I was blown away by this one because I watched The Flash first, and then I went into Black Lightning. And what I loved about this, and this is kind of getting off topic, and we'll come back to it, but The Flash, they had the main focus about not killing. And you know how I am. If you're a bad guy, if you're a villain, if you've caused harm to anybody, death, okay? Superman snapping General Zod's neck, perfect, okay? Perfect, you know, combo breaker. That's what I want to see. I want to see justice. That's real justice, not what Rick Grimes did to Negan on The Walking Dead season finale. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see nobody locked up in prison, man, wasting time, wasting money, wasting resources. If you cause death, if you beat somebody's brains in with a bat, it should happen to you too. Dead, okay? Rick should have just cut his neck and then that's it. What we had tonight, man, from Black Lightning was just straight up justice. It was street justice. It was, we took it to the streets. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he came in there, he threatened the family. There's nothing else that you can do except let the dude get wasted, man. And I loved that scene, man. I really appreciated that, man. The dude from Dexter, man, I think his name is James Remar. James Remar. I mean, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. The guy from Dexter is pretty much Dexter's dad. He plays Peter Gamby. And Gamby took out his piece, took out a side piece, took aim, pop, pop, pop. Put like, 4 or 5 bullets in the dude's chest. Game over, man. So we found out, here's my list like I always do. We found out that the ASA is really not tracking Black Lightning. It's all a situation to where the agent, and let me make sure I get his name, Martin Proctor, actually went rogue. Okay, so he's going totally off the wall. Just doing his own thing. Maybe he got terminated. Maybe this was a way for him to get back, good in the good graces of the ASA. But his whole thing was to capture Black Lightning and bring him in for the ASA. But what ended up happening at the end of the episode is that he found out that it's not just Black Lightning. It's not just Jefferson Pierce. It's everybody. It's Nessa, man. It's Jennifer. It's the whole family. They're in on it. And he was gonna expose them, man, and they couldn't take that risk. And before Jefferson Pierce could say anything, man, it was just Gamby took out, pop, 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 and that was it. It was done, man. The episode has a lot of flashbacks to Black Lightning and his father, prior to him being killed, and then also after. So pretty much you have Jefferson Pierce. He's on his deathbed. He's right, literally on the cusp of death. Okay, he has a choice. He can either go up the stairway to heaven, or he can go down and stay with his father and just live in the afterlife, man. And his father told him, hey, get back up there and handle your business. And so he walked up there. And I loved how they used the music, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was growing up, that's all the music that was playing in my household, man. And I think that's why I'm saying Black Lightning it might not be for everybody, but it is for us. And to have old school music, and then all of a sudden, switch over after the commercial break, come into the new school stuff. You didn't really push the new guys, the young teens away from me. You know what I'm saying? You gave some to us, old timers, and then you gave some to them, man. So they had that whatever that song was playing. I forgot the name of it. It was dope though. That was actually the second time that I heard that song. I heard it on the radio one time, and I was like, what is this? They kept repeating it, and they finally decided to bring that in. You know what I'm saying? But before they were playing, like Temptations and some other ones that were happening, man. I was like, this is dope, man, because whoever's directing this, man. Let me make sure I get this. Salam Salim Akil, whoever you are. It was pretty dope that you had that music come in there, you know what I'm saying, and just have like a, you know, old school vibe to it, but also, you know, new school, man. And it was just dope. It was dope, man. Just the fight scenes, everything, the choreography, the cinematography, the editing, the directing, the score, the script, everything was just perfect about this, man. We find out that the reanimation program, which Lala is a part of, the albino, and let me make sure I get his name right too, man, because I always say I'm gonna get the name right for these guys, and then I forget about it. Where's the albino? They didn't even have him on here for season, what you call it. Let me go over here to episode 1. The albino was in episode 1. I don't have him listed on the IMDb. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Tobias, man. There we go. Yeah, the albino Tobias, man. So Tobias, and let me see who Tobias is played by too, man. Because I want to make sure I get that right too. Because I got to start giving some credit to these actors, man. So let me see. Tobias, man. Yeah, Marvin Cordon Jones III. That's pretty dope. It has a little, you know, Cordon. Anyway, so Marvin Jones, man, yo, hey, excellent job this season, man. Round of applause to this guy, man, because he did a really great job, man, for the albino, man. That was just so dope. But anyway, Lala is part of that. And yo, who was Lala? Let me make sure I get Lala too, because that's another one. Let me see if they can have him on here. Lala was in episode number 1. And I don't know if I'll edit this. I have no clue, but I'll probably just keep it and just let it go. Let me see. Lala. Not even seeing Lala on here. Lala's not even credited on here. Young Gangsta. Lala. There he is. William Catlett. William Catlett is Lala. Lala. Congratulations, man. Seriously. Really dope stuff, man. But anyway, the reanimation program that Tobias created allows Lala to come back to life, and the side effect of that is the hauntings that you see. And he's obviously the tattoo man, so his entire body eventually will be covered with all of his victims, man. I thought that was just dope. They did a lot of naming, DC comic character naming, kind of like nods to DC Comics. It was pretty dope to see what was going on inside of there if you were able to get that, man. Let me see. I put yeah. Let me go back to that flashback sequence. I put Black Lightning gets to see his dad in the flashbacks / deathbed moment. It was deep. It was emotional, man, and it was perfect the way that they captured it, man. Because it was a moment between a father and son, but also if you remember in Black Panther, they had the same exact scenario, man, where a young child gets to see his father, but then the father gets to see their grown son. So when they touched each other, it was a Black Panther moment, man, period. It was like one of those, you know, going back to your ancestral plane, going back to just pay homage to the people that have passed away, you know what I'm saying, and trying to just go to another level, man. And it was just dope to have that inspiration. And that gave him the motivation to go back out there and start fighting again, man. So when he wakes up, his powers are gone, and it led to this moment, man, where like they were surrounded by the ASA, which we know is not the ASA. It was just the rogue agent. So anyway, Proctor. So when they're surrounded in his cabin. And man, I don't really want to know. No, let's just do it. So Jennifer, man, she gets real frustrated. You know what I'm saying? So she's crying, she's emotional, man. And then all of a sudden, you know, like China, man, the way that she acts, the way that she can, I mean, just like that, it's like on the drop of a dime, she can start crying. And you start seeing the tears, man. Then all of a sudden, like her dad came up with this plan. He's like, oh, yo, listen, this is what's gonna happen. Gambi's gonna put this device inside of my suit that's gonna light my suit, okay? Because I have no powers, but I have my suit on. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna be a distraction or whatever, and then you guys will escape to the woods and then go to the van and then take off. So we know that means instant death because, and I love how she pointed out. She was like, "You're not bullet." He was like, "Don't worry, you know, I'm bulletproof. The suit is." And then she was like, "Your head's not," because all he wears is the little mask, and then his whole entire head is just exposed. You know what I'm saying? So it was it was pretty funny, man, because I always be wondering about that. I'm like, yo, why don't they just go for straight headshots? You know what I'm saying? And then I'm glad she put that out there. So anyway, when they're about to say their goodbyes, you know what I'm saying? You see Jennifer, she just real tensed up, man. And all of a sudden, you start to see her, glow, and her powers are coming out. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, yo, bro, is she about to blow this cabin up and pretty much just kill everybody? Because that's what I thought. I thought she was literally having a moment where she just lost control of her powers. You start seeing it, inside of her skin, and then it just goes up, and you start seeing it in her eyes. And I'm like, oh, snap, she's about to go nuclear, bro. It's about to happen. Yo, we're going nuclear, bro. And so what happened is that she just ran and she embraced her father. It was a moment, bro, like I broke down, man. As soon as the embrace happened, and I realized what was happening, man, because I was like, yo, she's transferring all of her stuff, all her emotion, all of her love, her fear, everything, man. She's letting all of that go, and then she's transferring it over to her father to kind of like just give him something, man. But she doesn't want to let him go, so she just starts hugging him stronger and tighter, and you start seeing, Black Lightning react. He's like, and he starts charging, and you see him charging, she's charging, and then after that, Black Lightning has his powers back. You know what I'm saying? And then there's this moment between, Jennifer and Jefferson, man, where he's just like, hey, you saved my life again. That's the second time. And I'm just like, yo, bro, just, like, I'm crying over here, man. I'm emotional, bro. I'm like, yo, just give me some tissues, man. Couldn't find any, man. So I'm just sitting here, grabbing a rag, man, blowing some boogers, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was just one of the moments. I was like, dude, this is the reason why Black Lightning has to stay by itself, okay? And also, like I talked about at the beginning with the Flash, this was a killer episode. You can't have, with the rules that they have inside of the Arrowverse, they've already been through, so much that they already have established rules. They have, Black Lightning hasn't reached that moment, or maybe he never will. Maybe he just has a different set of codes that he and rules that he lives by. That we can't go over to Arrowverse, and they can't come over to here, and I love that, man, because it's its own entity, man, and I think it just needs to be justice. I mean, that's how I feel. Enough with all this, like, oh, please, hope, come on, let's go and lock this guy up. No, just take him out, man. We don't have time for that, man. We find out that the albino, man, Tobias, is 3 times a man via the injections that he uses. He either puts it here or there, but you get to see the stuff spreading out. And I noticed too, he has the same color as Jennifer. So, you know what I'm saying? I keep saying the wrong one. I keep saying yeah, never mind. Yeah, it is. I was thinking to myself, I was like, yo, that's Nessa, duh. But anyway, yeah, he has the same colors as Jennifer as it's going through his body or whatever. But he has 3 times. It says 3 times a man with the injections, and he gets stronger as time goes on. So, next season 2, he might be 5 times, the strength. He might be 10 times the strength. Who knows, man? And you can see that with Lala, man. He punched Lala in the face. And sends Lala, man, just traveling, and it's crazy. I mean, he sends him traveling across that room, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, dude, there's just no way, man. And yeah, the thing that he says to Lala to trigger him to kind of calm down and get back underneath control is the devil deals the cards. And I like how he said, yo, that's a corny ass line too, but it's effective. You know what I'm saying? And it really is, because Lala's going crazy, man. Lala wants to get his hands around Tobias to kill him and get out of that control, but it ain't gonna happen, man. The albino, man, Tobias, he's too strong, man. He's too dope. He's dope, man. He's dope. All these characters are dope on here, man. They really are. I hope Jill Scott comes back for season 2. That's pretty much it, man. You had a beautiful, happy ending, man, of a family, a black family on television, black superheroes for the street. Black Lightning's back. That's all I can say, man. It made you feel like Black Lightning was back. I don't know. It was one of the moments, man. They were just running together. Everything was happy. It was creative. You know what I'm saying? And it was dope, man. It was just a dope moment to just experience, man, for the finale. And I'm congratulations, man. CW, man. You know what I'm saying? Cress Williams, man. China, Nessa, all you guys are just, I mean, congratulations. Christine Adams, man. Come on, bro. And yo, I like how, with Damon, man, who plays Bill Henderson, he's the cop, man. I like how he's starting to kind of accept this. Black Lightning's He's not going away. So, you know, you can't beat him, so just, you know, join him, man. And just, he welcomed them in to the city, you know what I'm saying, of Freeland. And it was just like, hey, you know, it is what it is. He'll be saving you, we'll be saving you, we'll save you together. That's it, guys. I'm out of time, man. That's 15 minutes, man. I had a great time. I had a blast just watching the finale. And I'm going to talk about season 2, my hopes, my desires, and everything. And I hope that you guys go on, you know, like Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, Metacritic, all these different websites where you can rate the show and actually rate it with something that makes sense, man. You know what I'm saying? If you support the show, show your ratings, man, because right now we're sitting at Black Lightning sitting at a 6.4. 9,716 people have voted this thing to a 6.4 out of 10 stars, man. And that is absolutely 100% complete bullshit, and I'll call you out on it, okay? And especially, you got to read some of the comments, man. Like I said, Black Lightning is not for everybody. Black Panther is not for everybody. It's for us, okay? And if you allow yourself to open your mind for a little bit and take something else that's different, maybe you'll learn a few things, man. You know, but if you are a Trump supporter, which I was, you know, back in the beginning when he began his presidency, I am no longer. But yeah, you can take a couple of jabs. I'm not gonna lie, they jab you left and right. You'll take a couple of lefts, hooks, uppercuts, and if you can get past that, you know what I'm saying, and help change your thinking just a little bit, I think you'll enjoy it, man. But yeah, I won't lie, man. The ASA agent dude that went rogue, he said a lot of stuff, man, and it kind of leaned towards, you know, this is the Trump dude, and they shot him, and it was messed up. But if you can get past all that, if you can get past all the political stuff, if you can get past, you know, the racism, you know, if you can get past all that, you can enjoy a really good show, man. It's a family show, a good family unit, and they're doing good stuff, man, for black superheroes, man, and that's what's important. All I want is for you know, the CW to keep this show separate and to add on to it and bring more black superheroes. That's all I got to do, man. Black, brown, you know, Asian, stuff like that. I want to see more color on the screen, man. Okay, and that's what I hope that they do. We're out of here, guys. That's it. Way over time. Yeah, press the button. It's always, yeah, it's right there. America! Oh, wow. That's way too high. There you go, that's better. Dude, this is messing up really bad. Yeah, that's better. Let's see, right about there. Right about there, right about there, okay.